Since the fall of the Soviet Union, North Korea has managed to survive against all odds. How is it possible that an isolated country with a collapsed economy and under harsh international sanctions is still standing? How can Kim Jong-un's regime maintain its nuclear program and at the same time control its population? Get ready, because today we are going to explore the strategies of the North Korean regime to dodge international sanctions and move forward against all odds. Chapter 1. The Nuclear Shield. The North Korean nuclear program is not just a military project, but the regime's lifeline. A dictator sees it this way. Investing millions in nuclear weapons ensures that no country dares to overthrow you. Despite the low standard of living of the population, the nuclear program guarantees the political survival of the regime. Sanctions as an international response. The United States and the UN have imposed tough economic sanctions. Examples of restrictions: embargo on weapons and luxury goods, limits on the import of oil and the export of key goods such as coal and minerals, mandatory repatriation of North Korean workers abroad, cutting off an important source of income. However, these measures have not achieved their objective. North Korea continues with its nuclear program. Chapter 2. A hermetic and unbreakable regime. Absolute control of information is one of the regime's most powerful weapons. Internal propaganda. The population only has access to the official narrative, the government's message. The sanctions are the fault of the West and its enemies. This prevents citizens from questioning the regime or organizing protests. Repression and fear. The internal control apparatus is relentless. Any attempt at dissent is severely punished. Chapter 3. Clandestine strategies for survival. With traditional markets closed, North Korea has resorted to illicit activities to obtain the resources it needs. Trade on the high seas, illegal exchanges of goods. North Korean ships loaded with coal meet other ships on the high seas to exchange it for oil. They turn off their positioning beacons to avoid being detected. These operations are regularly reported, but they are difficult to stop. Labor abroad North Korean workers sent to Russia and China. Although sanctions prohibit this practice, North Korea sends them as tourists or students. Workers generate valuable foreign currency for the regime. Cyber attacks and digital crimes, state-sponsored hackers. Attacks on Sony Pictures, international banks, and pharmaceutical companies. It is estimated that these cyber attacks have generated more than $2 billion for the regime. Illegal arms exports, underground markets. North Korea sells light weapons to countries like Syria, Iran, and Yemen. Seizures of large shipments in countries like Egypt and Thailand have shown the magnitude of these operations. Drug smuggling and exotic species trafficking. Illegal operations that generate additional income for the regime. Chapter 4. Why don't sanctions work? Unequal impact. Sanctions affect the population more than the ruling elite. Leaders cut social spending while maintaining their luxurious lifestyles. Controlled narrative state propaganda prevents the population from blaming the regime for their situation. Illicit activities, clandestine trade and digital crimes allow North Korea to offset sanctions. Conclusion. North Korea has proven to be a master at dodging international sanctions. However, this raises a big question. Should the international community continue with the current sanctions or change strategy? Now it's your turn. What do you think? Do you think the international approach should change? Leave us your comment and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more analysis like this. Outro. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share it, and follow our channel for more content. See you in the next one.